Hey everybody, welcome back to Blue Collar Whiskey Drinkers. I'm Robbie.
And I'm Cody.
So tonight we are doing another versus episode to kick off the new year. Will be our first episode of the year, and this will be a two-parter. On this episode, we will be putting up Larceny versus Elijah Craig.
Yeah.
They're both small batches, and actually, funny enough, they are both distilled by or owned by Heaven Hills Distilling Co. So we thought that was pretty funny whenever they're two separate companies, but their parent
Yeah.
company owns them. And Heaven
And
Hills
they
owns a
distill
couple
it.
others. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're both
They own a lot, dude. They own Evan Williams.
yeah, I was gonna say
Shoot.
because
They have their own whiskey, the Heaven Hill whiskey. They got
yeah.
a few
Well, we
other
talked
ones.
about doing the Evan Williams 1783 versus the Elijah Craig as well, and I suggested the Larceny. Larceny is my pick for this evening. Cody selected Elijah Craig. So these are honestly Larceny is a newer company, so to speak. It's 1870 versus a 1789, so almost 100 years difference on these two companies, which is kind of interesting. But Larceny was made
Yeah, I
by,
mean, freaking Elijah Craig is the grandfather of bourbon, man.
yeah, it is. Just a little quick notes on Larceny. So Johnny Fitzgerald weakness was fine bourbon as a treasury agent who at the time was the only person legally allowed to carry keys to the Rick house. He gave into temptation, freely taking from the best barrels in each Rick house. Though those that contained wheated bourbon, bourbon made with wheat instead of traditional rye, these eventually became known around the distillery as Fitzgerald bourbon or barrels. Now, Larceny Bourbon honors both the superb taste of Lawless Treasury Agent and the legacy of Old Fitzgerald brand. So that's pretty cool on them.
Yeah.
A couple other side notes. This is, so again, small batch, it's 92 proof, so 46% alcohol. Some of the tasting notes from the aroma, they say you're going to get a little bit of bread and like fresh bread smell with toffee, with a
That's
little bit of
interesting.
butterscotch. On the taste, you're going to pick up some caramel, honey notes, and with a rich mouth feel. So sounds like it may
Yeah.
be a little sweet. In the finish, it does say long, gentle, sweet, and savory. So I will be honest, this is the first time I'm ever going to have Larceny. I've never had this bottle before.
Oh,
I've had
really?
Elijah Craig before,
Wow.
but I've never had Larceny.
I've had Larceny a few times. Larceny's
Oh,
good.
nice.
Um, it's been a long time. It's been probably, I'm gonna look back probably a couple of years.
Okay.
It's just not been in the cards, you know.
Yeah,
But
I've never had it. And
it's a good whiskey for sure. I enjoyed it. And it's cool. It's a wheated, it's got more wheat than rye in it, I think.
yeah,
So that's a little different. That's cool. Yeah, you're gonna like it. I think. I think
yeah.
you're gonna like it.
Well, I'm excited because I've always liked Elijah Craig. And
Yes. So I'll run through the notes of Elijah Craig. So most people know, grandfather of bourbon, Elijah Craig, which is kind of cool. But Elijah Craig, it's also, a small batch Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. So it's 94 proof, so 47% alcohol, just 1% higher than Larceny. It's around, so the age. So they say that Elijah Craig is aged 8 to 12 years. So I just kind of put an
yeah,
average of like 10 years kind of thing.
yeah, that's
Guess,
what I found.
And then and Larceny, it said 6 to 12. So I just
Yeah,
put like a 9 year on it, like average, probably. I don't know.
yeah. So they're pretty close to
Yeah, they're close.
one another.
There's no cast number, no bottle number, nothing like that. That it's got Elijah Craig is a little bit more, a couple dollars more for me. It's like $23-24 typically.
Okay.
The best deal I ever got, which was actually this time I bought it, was at Costco. It was $22 with the like Elijah Craig old fashioned syrup. The syrup that comes,
Yeah,
Robbie's
which
got
I got it right here. I got the same pack, and that for me was $27.99. So it's about $4 to $5 difference for Elijah Craig here, but that's the same thing with Larceny. It was $24.99 here for me. So it was slightly a little bit more expensive.
Larceny was 22.
Okay,
So $21.99.
Yeah.
So they're right in the same. They're in the same category. The category that we have set for this is 2.3. You can check that out on our Instagram page if you haven't checked it out already. But and what the categories mean and everything. But the tasting notes on Elijah Craig, we got some vanilla, sweet fruit, mint. The finish is long and sweet, toasty. There wasn't a ton of notes on it, but
Yeah,
we'll see. I like to just kind of
try it out anyway.
Yeah.
So
tonight we're going to be doing it neat and Coke.
Yep.
Tonight, and then next week we will do part 2 with the old fashioned and on the ice. So I'm excited, dude.
yeah, I'm excited.
Which one you want to open first?
Let's kick it off with Larceny. That's one I haven't had before, so I think it'd be a good starting point. I will want to notate one thing about these two. So something we did talk about on our last episode to finish out the 2021. I will say this: I do like the Elijah Craig bottle better than Larceny's. Nothing really too negative about Larceny, but I like the way the Elijah Craig looks. I like the cork. The cork is very nice. Has Elijah Craig stamped on it. It's just a classy look all the way through. So for the winner of that, it goes to Elijah Craig for me.
I would agree with you. I like the bottle shape better. I like the cork because it's got the engraved on it.
Yeah.
I actually like the label of Larceny better.
Yes, I would say that. Yes.
I think the key is kind of cool. But as far as like overall bottle, I would agree. Elijah Craig looks a little bit more refined and nicer.
Yeah, it has a sleek look to it.
Similar, I mean, not too far, but the bottle that is actually shaped kind of like a keyhole, which is kind of cool if you look at it.
Yeah, no, it is. So that is one thing you got to think about. I do like the label over Elijah Craig's, but just overall bottle design for me is Elijah Craig. So,
all right.
Well, this is the first time opening it.
Measure mine tonight.
It does have a sweet smell to it.
Oh yeah, smells way sweet.
Yeah, smell is really good.
Yeah, it was a nice smell. Maybe it's that wheat. Got the wheat's supposed to be a little sweeter.
Yeah. All right. Cheers.
All right, man. Cheers. To the new year.
Oh, wow.
It's nice.
That is nice. Pretty sweet.
Yeah, pretty sweet.
Like I said, it has a nice sweet finish. It's warm. I like that. It's kind of cold here, so it's kind of perfect for the night.
Yeah, it wasn't too warm. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was good.
Well,
it was
smooth. Cold. It's just chilly tonight. It's not even really cold, but
that was really smooth.
Yeah.
Went down well. I really enjoyed that actually. Neat.
Oh, that one's Add just a tad more, and then I'm going to add the water droplets. But that, let me get one more sip before I do water droplets.
Yeah, me too.
Wow. The burn, or just that subtle burn, has gone away for me.
Oh yeah.
I get a lot more sweetness.
Maybe a little bit. The mouth, like they said, the mouth feels really good.
Yeah.
That bread, like I think they talked about the bread.
Yeah, it's like a fresh bread.
Pudding at the fit, or like for the tasting notes, it's like, isn't it like pudding bread or something like that?
I didn't see that.
One of mine said that when I read it.
Banana bread aromas. I could see that a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, on the nose, for sure.
That's solid.
No, this is a very good whiskey. I'm actually, it's better than I thought it would be. I was kind of hesitant, but I've always wanted to try it. I don't know. I don't know why I've never bought this bottle, but I do like, this is a good, I wouldn't mind getting this again whenever, we keep saying this, but it's, kind of a campfire whiskey. It's,
I mean, I don't even
smooth.
think it's that hot.
No, it's warm. That's all it is. It's not hot.
Yeah, a little bit. I think Elijah Craig's gonna be warmer.
Probably. Yeah, I think it will be too. But this is sweeter. Like, I know the notes said sweet, but this is, damn. Do you have the water droplets?
I'm busting out my fancy water droplet. I got this from Kelsey's mom, Gail, for Christmas. Pretty cool. Haven't used it yet, so.
Tell them where it's from.
It's from Scotland.
Yeah.
So, anyways, really, really cool. I love Scotland. I've been there once. Yeah. Would love to go back.
Jealous bastard. Or I'm jealous bastard. I was gonna call you a jealous bastard, but I'm the jealous one. So, yeah, wait till you smell it with the water droplets. It's definitely getting sweeter, and I get a lot of that, a little bit more, honestly, that butterscotch has that kind of smell to it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think I put too much water droplets in there, but
wow. This is not a bad, like, this is a good one to kick off the new year. I like the smell and taste so far. So.
Oh yeah, butterscotch.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Oh wow. Wow. Very smooth. What do you think?
Little bite at the end.
It sits on the tongue nicely, though. I like that little, it's not a burn, but it's like a warmness, tingling sensation on the tongue.
Yeah.
I really like that. Oh, and everybody, if you're wondering, I do have a different shirt. Literally, the last time I wore this was the episode we did at the end of the years.
I was gonna say something.
It's been over 2 weeks since I've worn this shirt, so I didn't even put 2 and 2 together that I'm wearing the same shirt, guys. But I just thought of it. I was like, damn, I'm wearing the same shirt as the last time. But yeah, we recorded that right before before New Year's. So yeah, it's been over 2 weeks for me. So I got different shirts. It's been a couple weeks. I like the shirt.
It's just funny because we posted it like a week late. So
yeah.
For everyone, we meant to get that one out before, but I had to make an emergency flight to Florida, go see Kelsey's grandma. She was doing too great, but she's doing all right now, so that's good. But a little bit of a scare, so we flew out there, and I'm super excited that I got to meet her, and yeah, it was It was a nice trip. I mean, we worked most of the time we were there at the hotel.
Yeah, every time I
But
talked to him, he was like working or doing something with work. So
yeah.
I was really hesitant to like call you because you were kind of silent there before you left, and I was like, I'll wait till he reaches out to me. I don't want to, you know,
Yeah.
interrupt something that's pretty serious.
Well, we had a couple. We couldn't see her a few, like most of the days. We only had 2 times that we could see her. She was kind of had some rough days. So,
Yeah,
but anyways, it was a good trip. I mean, we didn't really do a ton. Like I said, we worked mostly, but the traveling is like a whole day traveling. 2 days of that. So, but it was a good time. We did a couple things that were fun. We went to got this hat at St. Petersburg
yeah,
Distillery. Got to meet those wonderful people there. Jess was helping us and giving us the tasting and the tour, basically. I mean, not really a tour, but just tasting and checking out the whiskey and giving us uh, the samples and everything. It was cool.
yeah. Well, they're a
We
smaller distillery down there in Orlando, or no, not Orlando, Tampa.
Tampa, yeah. So they're growing. They're going to be open up like another distillery and a restaurant and a whole deal down there. So that
Yeah,
was cool to hear. I brought a couple of their whiskeys home. I got one of their like limited releases that was made for like a steakhouse or something. It was
yeah. You need
not
to
very
hold on to
many.
that one.
Yeah, I will. Uh, when you're down here, we'll give it a shot. But
Maybe.
I got to get you a bottle so that we can.
Well, I think I need to order a bottle because you said I could get it off like Drizzly or stuff like that, right?
I hope so. If not, I'll contact them and maybe we can buy a bottle. But
Okay.
I want to do a review of that. They have their whiskey. It's kind of like American whiskey. It's kind of it's good. It's really good.
Yeah.
So like to promote the uh, whenever I go somewhere new, I like to go and try the local distilleries and go from love. So yeah, man, shoot. You ready to review it?
Yeah. No, I just wrote down my score. I'll be honest. This is a very surprising whiskey. It very sweet, great smell. Um,
Shoot,
just a
this might be our new go-to.
yeah. It's honestly it's in that price range.
2022 go-to,
It,
right?
I I'm sorry, Old Forester, but it's only a couple dollars more, really, and it's a pretty phenomenal bottle. I will say this: this bottle is kind of hard to get for me right now.
Hmm.
I was telling Cody the other night, I called multiple places. The biggest store in town didn't have it. I knew my liquor store didn't have it, and I called almost 10 places. I was on the ninth or something, all sold out. And then one of the last ones I called that was on the call sheet, they had it. And so I went and got it. But everybody I would talk to said
Did
they
how
haven't
much did
had it
they
for a few months.
how much did they have? Just a couple bottles or?
Yeah, no, they had 3 more bottles on the shelf.
Hmm.
And so actually funny
Might want to go
thing,
get them.
that store I went to is actually owned by the owner of the P Ridge store up here. So
That's
I
right.
was
You were
still
telling me
giving
that.
my money to my local guy. And cool thing about him, he's opened up 3 within like 2 years. So very cool. I like the guy. And he's looking at a 4th right now, hopefully for 2022. So really wish him best of luck. I like to see these local guys succeed, and because some of these other liquor stores are owned by bigger corporations outside, a lot of money kind of thing. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
good to see. But anyways, Larceny Small Batch, I gave it a 4.2. So that one, I I, I just I kind of wanted to go higher, but I think 4.2 solid for this whiskey.
I would agree with that for sure. I like it neat.
No, I really do.
In this category. We got quite a few in this category, I think. So
Yeah,
we'll be able to compare them later on.
I will say this. I think I'm going to go ahead and give a prediction. I don't know how it's going to do with Coke. I don't know if these flavors are going to mesh well. Hopefully they do. But I think on the rocks, this may be a good whiskey. These flavors may blend very well with that ice and like chillness factor. So that's just kind of my thoughts and 2 cents on how we're going to do it. I think it's going to make a hell of an old fashioned.
Yeah.
So
freaking America bourbons in this category.
ooh, this one definitely beats it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like America bourbon, but this one definitely beats it.
America bourbon's only aged a year, so I mean,
this is 6 to 12. But all right, well, you ready for Elijah Craig?
Yeah, I got a second glass right here waiting. So.
Yeah, so do I. So, all right. Again, everybody, this is the father of bourbon, Elijah Craig. This is Cody's pick. That's just kind of how we did it. We've been wanting to do this bottle, but he ended up getting this gift pack that came with the old fashioned, like he was talking about. So, ooh. Did you hear that by any chance?
Oh yeah, I heard it. Yeah.
Like the hiss before the pop?
No, I didn't hear that.
So it like did like a snake hiss right before the pop. It was like all that air was escaping out. It was pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Ooh. I guess I forgot how good Elijah Craig smells. It's been probably about 4 years since I've had it.
That long? Holy moly.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Where the hell you been, man?
My buddy Steven, this and Nut Creek was some of his go-tos.
Oh, wow.
Has a great smell.
Super florally, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Botanically, like minty almost. Yeah.
I was going to say, Larceny had a really good smell, but Elijah Craig came with its A game.
I still like Larceny smell better.
Oh no, I like the floral smell. I think I may be a floral guy. Larceny's is a great smell, don't get me wrong. I don't know. This is like a nice subtle floral. Yeah, it's a toss up. It really is. Weird.
It's got a hint of something I can't describe.
Yeah, I was about to say that. You need to ask Kelsey whenever you talk to her.
Yeah, I should probably try it.
So, all right, well, cheers.
Cheers, bro.
Oh.
Definitely got more bite. More
spicy. Definitely. So what were the notes on this one?
Elijah Craig. Let's see. What do I have down? Vanilla, sweet fruit, mint. The finish is long, sweet, and toasty.
Good toasty for sure.
Yeah. It's got spice for sure.
Yeah, it has a lot of, it's not a lot, but it is spice.
It's warm. It's a lot warmer than Larceny for sure.
I agree with that.
I'm gonna have to sip it again here. It's definitely got that floral mint to it too as well.
I think I held that in my mouth a little too long. It kind of went on my nose there. Definitely better on the first sip. Seems that way for you. There's no way we both got it held it in our mouth too long.
It's hot. It's a little hotter.
Yeah. Let's see what the water droplets do.
Yeah.
Have you watched any more Yellowstone?
No, I haven't had a chance. How many drops you putting in?
I did 3.
Okay.
Man, I really enjoyed the smell more without the water droplets.
Okay. Let's see. Man, there's something I don't like about it.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I think it came out more with the water droplets because without them, the
Almost like
floral
a-
was strong.
Like a. It's so hard to describe smells.
Yeah.
Like almost like a musty, like
Yes.
undertone, like a weird.
It was subtle without the water droplets, but
Yeah.
now it's kind of
Now it's-
smacking you in the face.
Yeah, for sure. Anyways, let's
Well,
see how
hey,
it tastes.
cheers. Let's see.
Cheers, man.
Wow.
Kind of slaps you.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if you want a bourbon, like a wake you up, neat. You know, this is a campfire whiskey. This one will warm you up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is if you don't have a fire whiskey.
Right? You got a little tiny little fire trying to get warm. This is that kind of. You know what's funny? I think this. I remember Elijah Craig always being better on the ice, and I kind of remember now. You know.
That one may be. You have a nice chill glass, like you say, campfire glasses sitting out in the cold. You pour that in there, yeah, it may be good. Like it's good. It's just maybe bad. That's maybe the way to drink it.
I mean, it's got some good flavors. The finish is, long, like they say, long.
There we go. The fourth drink, it's
The
better.
fourth drink. Let's see.
Doesn't light me up.
Yeah.
This may be a hell of an old-fashioned whiskey. I will say that.
For sure. It's good.
I almost I have a feeling whatever say Larceny's not good at, Elijah Craig's going to be good, and whatever Elijah Craig's not good at, Larceny's going to be good.
Yeah, it's gonna split right down the middle.
Which I will say, the smell before the water droplets I enjoyed with I got a lot more floral with that. But once we added the water droplets, it's almost like that, like you said, it's like a musty smell.
Yeah, it's a weird undertone, like a little musty and just, I don't know. I don't know if that's the right word, but I think we're on the same page. That kind of vibe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like it better without the water droplets on
Yeah.
that. I mean, even with Larceny, I didn't like. I liked the water droplets. It didn't, but I didn't like it more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I liked Larceny even without the water droplets just as much as I liked it with the water droplets. It was kind of like a give or take a little
Yeah.
bit.
No, I agree with that.
The smell was a little bit better with the water droplets, the butterscotch, like we talked about, the toffee kind of thing. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna give this a review.
Yeah, I'm gonna write down mine.
For my palate, neat. I'm gonna give it a 3.8.
All right, well, that's what I wrote down. I agree with that.
I mean,
I think it's a solid 3.8.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's a little a little warmer and hit you in the face a little bit more. Maybe like we've been talking about, like if we were sitting out in the cold or something, it'd be nice, perfect. But it was hot today. Jeez, it's California, Southern California right now. I was like, it's so annoying because it was like cold last week. Now it's hot again.
So what's your temperature fluctuation right now? Like from last week to this week?
Shoot, I don't know like how, but I mean from like day to day fluctuate. Like
no, yeah.
Like I'm sure it's not as extreme as you, but it was like in the 60s, and now it's like high 70s today, 80s,
Yeah.
80s, dude. I'm like, fuck.
Dude.
You know?
Try going from the 70s all the way down to the 30s. That's been our fluctuation.
Well, I mean, obviously in the morning it's colder.
No. Like, what I mean is, so like there was a full days, like 2 days, it's 60s, 70s, and then the next few days is down in the 30s all day long with maybe the high at 39. It's like, what the fuck, Arkansas? Our first year we moved to Arkansas, we had 8 inches of snow. So we left California. We hit snow from Flagstaff, Arizona, all the way to our front doorstep in Arkansas. It was supposed to be a couple-day trip, ended up being like 4, almost 5 days because of how much snow. And the defrost in the U-Haul went out. It was just a mess. We couldn't even get our trucks down to our house because of the snow. And I remember, I'll never forget that though. That was probably my favorite experience moving to Arkansas. My mom and I walked a mile-long dirt road to our house. We got to our house, and walking into an empty house with such nice wood floor, it was something new. The gorgeous view of the lake, just a nice gentle slope. I'll never forget that. It's like it was yesterday for me, and that was, gosh, 18 years ago, almost 20 years ago for me.
It's crazy.
And just one of the best experiences for me. As much as a lot of it sucked, but that first experience walking into that new house, because I left my best friend, my cousin, to come out to Arkansas.
Yeah.
It was sucked, but it was also exciting. So
yeah,
just like life, I guess. It kind of like, you got to do something, and you got to separate, change jobs. You may like some things, but you got to rip the Band-Aid off sometimes to try something new, and that's what it's like.
Exactly, dude. You gotta try something new, because you know what, it might be better than what you're doing now, and you gotta take risks. I took a lot of risks early on in my youth, and they paid off.
You definitely did.
I mean,
out of the grandkids, I think you've definitely done the most. I would say that all of us have, but
I mean, I wouldn't say that, but I would say, we're, I don't know.
How old were you when you bought the house you're in? What, you're 20, 21? Oh, 21?
21, almost 22.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's huge. Not a lot of people really jump into buying a house at a younger age like that. So
goals and setting your priorities and having a disciplined schedule, it really pays off. I mean,
look, I'm just saying that. Yeah.
Look, everybody, if you want something, you got to go for it 120%. You got to
set
be
those
focused.
Goals.
You have, it's not even, I mean, goals are great, but you have to have the vision. You have to go for it. You have to put every ounce of your being into it, and it will come true most of the time. If you really, really set your 100 and everything you got on that goal and that what you want. And you got to plan. You got to.
Well, that's what the goals are for.
You got to plan to get there. Yeah, the goals. and the vision to get there. Yeah. So
You got your vision and you got your milestones, which I think are the goals. You got a goal here, goal here, goal here. They're like tiers. Um,
it's
I just
hard.
say this looking up to
Hardest.
you because I've always looked up to you. You're older than me. Um, you've definitely, to me, in my eyes, we've all taken risks. I think Nicole definitely, you definitely, my sister, but I think you're just slightly above them both. And all three of you I look up to. I always have, always will. So I always try to strive to be like I know we're cousins, but I'll say siblings, like
Yeah.
siblings. It's we just, that's how I look at it. Cody's always just been that tier. I'm like, yes, that's what I want to strive to catch to him. Nicole, my cousin, your sister just fucking busts her ass. I know she does. My sister, I know she busts her ass. She took a big risk leaving Arkansas, a lot cheaper to go out to California and
Yeah.
start a new life and start a new deal. And I feel like she is doing really good, especially now. So,
Yeah.
I'm not like trying to degrade anybody. I'm just saying, for me, Cody's just here and they're both just slightly below. And I just look up to Cody. So, and it's not even slightly below. It's just, that's how I look at it. So,
I mean, you're flattering me, bro. But
well, I just
I
want everybody to know, like, all my family members, like, you have your job, you have your business, you have your dreams that you're accomplishing. You've gone out, you've taken risks. Your sister, she's gone out taking risks. She has her own business. She was just telling me the other night, she's like really wanting to get her platinum training back up going this year, and I know she will. And then
yes,
my
she will.
sister over here, with the real estate and even the trading and stuff. And from what I've seen, she's killing it. Like, they just got a brand new Jeep L. Like, what the hell?
Dude,
Like, that thing
so
is
cool.
sick.
Thing is sick. It's
And
huge.
she's doing that with 2 boys of her own, 2 stepsons, so 4 kids. And I don't have kids.
Your
So
sister's she's amazing. What she's
all
doing.
you, yeah, she's amazing. You're amazing. I look up to all of you guys. And you know what? We had a great foundation. Our grandfather busted his ass. As much as he may have been slightly a dick to us, he was a hard-nosed German machinist. That
Yeah.
brilliant guy.
I mean, yeah. It's funny. He's in his time now. He's nicer than he's ever been. It's funny.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
But he was hard on his kids. I mean, he wasn't. He didn't like kids, so.
Well, it's just funny because even talking to my mom, we'll talk about how hard he was on them as when they were kids versus us. And my mom's like, oh, yeah, he was hard on you guys, but nothing like us, kind of thing, which is funny because I'm like, God dang, Grandpa made me cry so many times. And then
he went after you, man.
Yep.
He didn't go after me so much, but he went after you a few times.
Oh, he did.
I was there. I was like, oh yeah, calm down, Grandpa.
I don't know what it is, but maybe he was just toughing me up, and that's the way I look at it. Yeah. I love him. I love him to this day. I always will. He's fucking great machinist. That's one thing. Gosh, I think it's that German engineering. It's that German mind. Just he can machine anything. I believe.
Oh yeah, my dad.
Because I remember talking to him in high school whenever I was going through my machining program, and he was giving me pointers over the phone, and I was going over all the mill and the lathe and everything I was learning, and he knew it all without looking at a picture or anything. It was all in the air.
Yeah.
Just a brilliant guy.
Yeah.
So. All right.
Well, you know, we're gonna try this Larceny with Coke.
Yep.
You know,
Any predictions? Which one's better?
I'm just trying to go off my year, like past year's experience with it. I think I tried it with Coke when I had it too. I think it was pretty good. So I think it's gonna be good.
I have a feeling Larceny's going to be good with Coke. Elijah Craig's going to be about the same, but Elijah Craig may come out on the rocks. I have a feeling now.
We'll find out on part 2
Next week. Next week.
That's
All right,
the
I'm going to
beauty
go
of
pour
this.
some Coke.
Make you all wait.
Make us wait. There's
Yeah.
been like the last episode, the last verses, I was wanting to try and drink Old Forester and spacing on it now.
Shit, dude, I was sitting here looking at this bottle for like 2 hours waiting for. So I was about to start drinking, dude.
Old Forester. What was the other bottle we drank? Four Roses. God
Four
dang.
Roses, bro.
And Four Roses killed it. I don't know why I'm spacing on that one, but I'm just saying I was wanting to try that with not Coke, but on the rocks and everything else, because it was just like that week is so long, and I wanted to pour myself a glass, but I didn't want
I know
something too strong, but I had to wait. So this is a waiting game for all of us, everybody.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right back. We're gonna pour Larceny with Coke.
All right, we're back with our Larceny on Coke. So
Whiskey and Coke, yeah.
Yeah, here we go. I get to try out my new little ice cubes. I got a little ice cube maker.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying out my two, the smaller whiskey balls. They're still a good size. They're about a golf ball size. That's what's in here now. So, hey,
All right.
cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Wow.
Very good. It's a nice mixture.
The Larceny really came through on this one. Again, everybody, this is Larceny with whiskey and Coke. Or with Coke, but
yeah. It's good.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is definitely one of the tops as far as the whiskey coming through with the Coke, as much as it is.
Yeah, good blend. There's none of that like weirdness, you know, like that little. It's good, like
and
it
great,
kind of reminds me
like,
of
really good frothiness to this one. This one's leaving.
Oh yeah.
Pretty
Kind of
good.
reminds me of Four Roses. It's good. It's got a good blend.
It does. Wow. Again, Cody may be right on a go-to for this year for 2022. Maybe Larceny.
Only if you could find it.
Yeah, well, I may go buy up a couple bottles. It's only $24, so
Yeah.
not bad.
You might have to, bro.
This may be a good golf one. Doesn't have a good, like, doesn't have a burn to it. It's a warmness, but that's like the Old Forester.
Yeah.
This may be another.
I would say it's smoother than Old Forester.
Yeah, smoother, and it's definitely better with Coke than Old Forester.
Yes, it is.
But Old Forester, it was good. It just wasn't up to the level of Four Roses, and this one's close to the Four Roses.
So it is. It's good.
Wow. Larceny has this taste to it, and it's coming through with the Coke, and I like it a lot.
Articulate the word, Johnny.
I don't know how to articulate it better. I just know Larceny has this taste.
Yeah.
And it's coming through very well with the Coke, and it's surprising to me. I don't know. I think it's going to hold up even on the rocks next week.
I think so. I like Larceny, man. It's funny because I keep thinking back to when I had it before. I always thought it was a good whiskey. I just never compared it, you know.
Well, again, first time for me. I've seen it for years now, but this one kind of regret not trying it before. But shit, everybody out there, there's so many whiskeys out there. I'm sure we all kind of freeze up. We're like, I don't know what I'm gonna pick. Go to, or I've had this one. It's good before.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, if you're looking to try something new, pull the trigger on Larceny for sure.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
haven't had it. It's good. Well, what are you thinking for score wise?
I'm writing it down right now.
I think I know. Are we gonna be the same on every single score?
Maybe.
We might be on this one, dude. We're kind of on the same page, it seems like.
I'm just trying to think, and I shouldn't be comparing the two, but
What are you comparing?
Four Roses.
I mean, you can.
It's just slightly different class with alcohol percentage.
Yeah.
It would be in the same class with price, right? Let's look.
Four Roses is cheaper.
It is price.
By a few bucks.
Well, it's cheaper by price, but it's primarily alcohol percentage because they're both 2 point. Well, Old Forester Four Roses.
You know what you can? You know what you can compare this to?
America.
Bullet.
Oh fuck.
And Buffalo Trace.
Fuck. This blows them both out of the water.
Yeah, and Coke for sure.
Well, even neat.
Yeah.
I like Buffalo Trace too.
Neat. Yeah, Buffalo Trace got that that floral, really botanical.
Oh yeah. So I gave it a very high 4.5, leaning on 4.6. Right there with the Four Roses. So that's what I was saying. I shouldn't be comparing it, but I'm like, it's pretty damn good.
Yeah, it's good. I was right at. I was at the 4.4.
Okay.
But leaning to a 4.5 because it is really good.
So 4.5 it is.
Yeah.
Wow, this one is surprising me.
Mm-hmm.
I really didn't think Larceny would be this good. I'll be honest. I know Elijah Craig's your pick. I thought Elijah Craig was gonna be the better of the two, but just so far, we don't know how Elijah Craig is on the Coke. But Larceny came to play, and I'm surprised. And they're both made by or owned by the same company. They're both distilled in same part of Kentucky. I think it's like Bradstown. So
yeah,
same area. It's not the same distillery, but same area. So
well, they're distilled at Heaven Hill, which is the same distillery. They're different companies.
Well, Heaven Hill owns them, but I imagine if we went and did a tour of Larceny and Elijah Craig, it's going to be at two separate distilleries within that area. I would be amazed if they're at the same distillery.
Well, I think Heaven Hill produces all those
no, whiskeys. They do, but I doubt it's at the same still.
No, not the same still. They have multiple stills, I'm sure.
That's what I'm saying. Like we would be, say, at the north part of town for Larceny.
Yeah, there's probably like different like branches of the, you know,
Yeah.
Heaven Hill.
4.5 for Larceny, whiskey and Coke. I think Cody's on to something with going. This may be the go-to for 2022. We'll see. This is just the start.
I mean, 4.2, 4.5, that's a high. That's
This
really
is
high.
it's kicking things off for 2022 strong for us. We have a lot planned. I know. So next episode, we already know it's going to be still Larceny and Elijah Craig. But after that, I think we're going to do a single for that, and we'll announce that on the next episode. That is something we will be doing, is announcing the next whiskey we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
That way, so you guys know ahead of time. We know ahead of time. But yeah, I guess I'm just surprised by Larceny. I didn't.
You know, it's
think it was
funny.
gonna be this good.
You know, some people aren't as high on it, you know. But I mean, at the price point, the category where it's at, you gotta like always remember those things. That's the thing. Some people don't, or some, you know, that's kind of forgotten sometimes, you know, like where it's priced and how much proof it is, and you know, all those things play a factor in my mind, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
So I will tell you guys on Distiller on the app, it has a 3.5, almost a 4-star rating. For us, we're slightly above that. So
yeah, because we put it in a category.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
I imagine they have a category too. They have to. Because they have a score of 88. There's no way it's above there's no way it's like out of 200 or 150. This is interesting. I like comparing our scores to others just to see where we're at, because we ran into that with I guess it was Old Forester and Four Roses. Four Roses was one above, like 0.1 above Old Forester for Distiller, and for us it was opposite. But both very good whiskeys. So it's just kind of cool to see how close we are to, I guess, the majority of the people trying this. But that's at a couple thousand reviews. It's not very many if you really think about it. So Larceny, I definitely think it's better than what Distiller's given it. So far, it may fall apart on the rocks and as an old fashioned. We'll see.
Yeah. I remember enjoying Larceny. That's all I could say. I remember enjoying it. It was a good
first time, so I'm excited.
Yeah.
So we do have Elijah Craig on Coke coming up. Really, there's not much of a difference between these two. Aging process, similar price, is just a couple dollars off. Alcohol percentages pretty close, 1% higher for Elijah Craig. For Elijah Craig, everybody gave it a 3.8.
For that 1%, it's a lot hotter.
Yes, I do agree with that. So on the neat side of things, Larceny's definitely won. 3.8 versus a 4.2 on our scores. We gave Larceny a 4.5 for Coke. Let's see what Elijah Craig gets. I think.
Let's see.
I think it's going to be better. It may be a Coke a whiskey Coke.
I don't think so.
My opinion. So
We'll see, bro.
hey everybody, we're back. We got our Elijah Craig with Coke.
Yes,
There it
sir.
is. So we just got done with Larceny. We gave it a 4.5 on Coke, 4.2 neat, and right now we're sitting at a 3.8 with Elijah Craig neat.
Yeah.
So haven't smelled this, haven't had Elijah Craig in a while, so it's almost new to me. So
I have had it recently, so
yeah.
all right, bro.
Cheers.
Cheers. Right.
Huh.
It's all right.
That I guess a musty taste you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Neat. It really came through with the Coke, but it's better with the Coke.
Yeah,
I will
it's good.
say.
I mean, it's not bad. You know, so since I've had this one recently, I kind of in my mind, I kind of knew already.
Well, yeah, your bottle is almost gone. I just opened
Yeah.
mine.
Hey, most of that was Kelsey, okay? Just kidding.
Wow.
Part of that was her, definitely.
I will say, so I didn't like it that musty taste neat so much, but with the Coke, it's a little bit better. I will say that.
Yeah. I mean, it's all right. There's still like it reminds me of Old Forester. There's still a little bit of something that's like
Just a hint.
just not mixing perfectly with the Coke.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna say anything now, but here in a second I will. No, Elijah Craig. Honestly, it's about as I remember in a sense. It's maybe slightly better as I remember, but it's pretty damn close. It's a good whiskey.
Yeah, it's good.
So this whiskey, guys, we were wanting to do Knob Creek, but Knob Creek was slightly out of the category because I think those two or these two would have been. I know it's only 3% like alcohol content, but we set those categories for a reason, so we're going to try to stick to them as the best we can.
Yeah.
So, but I think.
I mean, we will still, we still can compare them out of
category.
But I mean,
well, like we're comparing these two to Old Forester and Four Roses tonight, so
exactly right. Just because they're so close. I mean, the
price
price is relatively a few dollars, and then the percentage is just a little bit less.
Yeah, the percentage is the highest like difference, but even then it's only what
3%.
6. Let's see, 6% off.
3 to 4% off with Old Forester.
3 to 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Old Forester is 43, and then Four Roses is 40.
So it's like 6 to 7%.
Yeah,
with
3 to 7's really not that far off from one another.
Yeah, I mean 6 to 7 is a way bigger difference.
Yes. So,
but
yeah.
I like this. I mean, I don't think it's. I guess I'm leading off. Huh?
Oh, you are.
I don't think it's as good as Larceny. I would say it's 4.2 in my book. I would say. I think it's maybe 4.3, 4. But I'll go ahead and give it 4.2.
Okay. See, I was slightly below you. I was 4.0, maybe 4.1 ish.
Okay.
It was a high 4.0. I didn't want to settle on that. I was wanting to give it more, but so I guess I'll say 4.1. So we'll probably settle 4.2 on this. But yeah, it just 4.1, 4.2, I think is its max. It's not a Four Roses where there's room to grow in my book. I think that's at its max for me anyway. Elijah, again, it's not a bad score. I just don't think it's at the top tier of this whiskey Coke echelon, so to speak.
Yeah. The blend is a little off, but it's still good.
Yes. I agree with that. It's still good. It's just slightly off. Shit. Yeah. Even if we paired it up with Evan Williams, I'd be curious how that played out. Because the only Evan Williams we've done so far is the Bonded.
The Evan Williams, what is it? The 1783?
83. Yeah.
It's way cheaper. So it's like $16, $16 to $17. So it's cheaper. It's 45% alcohol. So it's a little less alcohol, but it
would have been in the same.
It would be in the same category for us.
Yeah.
But the price wouldn't be. So it'd be in a different category. Because it's cheap.
Yeah.
So, but that is, we got to do it because it's really good.
Yeah, we do.
I think we should do that versus like Jim Beam. I think would be a good match. Daniels. Yeah, something like that. I think it would be a good matchup. Let us know what you guys think for another versus episode down the road.
Personally, I definitely think Jim Beam, Jack Daniels top of the list. But let us know what you think, for sure.
Yeah. All right, guys. Cheers.
Hey, yeah.
Good vibes.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.